So we've just joined in. I'm not sure the state of play, but there's a lot of clips on that one hoop. All 4 clips were on that one hoop till he's just ran hoop free cleanly. And he's looking at the 2, he's just got a little bit of work to do to get this break under control and for a finishing turn. And that's a nice load to hoop 5. And one good 5-yard roquet onto the yellow into corner 4. And we'll have a pretty good established break. Just resetting himself. The wind's picked up a little bit over the been away for an hour and just come back. The sun's certainly a bit warmer and a bit brighter, and the wind is a little bit blustery. And nicely smoothly hitting the centre ball of the yellow. I missed the 2v1 ending of the game 3 between Matthew and Felix, but obviously Felix won it with this game ongoing. I am surprised to not see Gary from university in the commentary box up here. I thought he'd be here when I come back. I'm not sure where he is and how long he's been gone. Well, game 3 was nearing completion between Matthew and Felix. I went for a walk around the lawns. Wanted to go and see Edward finish his match against Harry Fisher. He was a good, happy man with Clara's grandmother there, and it was good and positive. Edward's looking forward to his match with Reg Bamford tomorrow. 2 players in really, really good form, and it's going to be hard to pick a winner there. And then got to see Robert Fletcher complete his triple to win game 3 against Jenny Clark. But talking to the spectators around the lawns who are out there watching all the lawns from all different angles and watching it, is the buzz was on Matthew Esker. They were just, most people here in Australia have never seen Matthew play, and impressed with everything he's been doing and the pace that he plays and the ease that he does everything. He's got a lot of fans and admirers here in Australia already for his first appearance, so it's good stuff. So game 3 was won by Felix 26-22, so I missed a lot, so I'd like to catch up at that sometime. 2v1 game is always exciting to watch. Nothing looks too difficult for Matthew at the moment. I'm not sure the setup he's got with Peely up towards 4-back and how well set it is. We'll find out as soon as this roll's played. Oh. The 1-back load's okay. It's a little bit west, but it's okay. So he's got some work to do though on this peeling turn completed. But the blue pioneer at 1-back's fine for doing a peel going from 4-back to 1-back. It's just how well he places this ball at 4-back, or if he's going to play it at a dead weight that he puts it right up at the jaws of the hoop. Both are fine. He's going to be able to hold the rush on black to hoop sits, whatever he does, but you certainly don't want to go past the hoop and you're chasing the rush back too far. No, he's playing at a pace that he's putting it right at the hoop. It's going to require a little bit of work now to tidy that up, but well in his capabilities. The wind does move the balls a little bit, so even might have been lined up all straight and true, and a bit of lawn vagrancy and a bit of wind can move it across a couple of ball widths. It's always the thing in Kenley, dealing with the wind, and resetting and restalking, and feeling comfortable before you actually make contact with the ball. You can get a gust of wind at any moment, and it's good to see Matthew backing off these couple of times to make sure he gets this on the right cut line. So he just wants a straight hoop here. He doesn't want to be rolling it on an angle. He wants to be able to hoop approach this quite straight, having the blue down, the black down quite deep, or so he can control this rush into the corner 3 area and have room to get the peely back up in front of 4-back. It's not too bad. It's a good shot. He's not looking for the rush into the corner three. He's going to slightly hampered, but he looks quite confident that it's not too difficult, so he may be able to play this with not too much difficulty. So wait for the umpire to come, the referee to come out. Wants out and mark the balls. Yeah, again, there's still, it's not the easiest ball positions to finishing everything from still. So it's just making sure that no error creeps into the break and giving yourself the best chance of finishing on this turn. But it's certainly not handing the balls over is going to be the priority as well. Plenty of action still here at Kenley while we wait for the referee to mark the balls. Still plate knockout games happening on lawns 2 and 4. And still bowl matches between Jim Nichols and Richard M. Smith out there on lawn 9. Dave Lutzmore and Alan Gerard and a 1-all, and Alison Sharp and John Christie may be 1-1 because Alison was 1 up and it was also the start of the third game. So Matthews hit that hampered shot and hit it quite well, and it's just requires a good croquet shot to get this rush onto the yellow back into peeling position, but he's also trying to put the black into a position that he may be able to peel 4 back with a rush to 2 back. So the black needs to be in a placement where the peg is a little bit out of the play as well for the rush. And that's a pretty good shot. It's not a bad angle to play the takeoff to the blue, and yellow should be nicely placed just south of 4 back. No, he's put a bit into that shot. Means he's going to still have to rush this back into a peeling position. The black's also quite south of 4 back, so there's still a little bit to do. But the important bit is he's safely got that takeoff towards the west boundary and can cut the blue into, so there's going to be no hiccups at 1 back. And 2-1 up and getting a break to the peg with a good leave, will be not a bad result in this win. But any peeling he can get rolling. I think if he gets his first peel, then it'll be a lot smoother sailing for Matthew, but this peel is not that easy yet. He's played that blue into a good position where it can load 3 back. Getting yellow just a little bit closer to 4 back for the peel. Doesn't want too much distance between the red and the black when he does rush it to 2 back. He's still playing at a very good pace like he has been all match, Matthew, but the wind has made him just take a little bit more time, a bit more caution on some of these shots. They got to be right. It's a nice shot there from Matthew, and means he is moving his red to exactly where he's putting his mallet, so there is just a little bit of movement. I played only one of my matches on lawn 7, and this is probably, he's playing this with just a slight squeeze shot across. It's probably not right aiming, not right in the middle of the right hand leg, but probably just on the left hand side of the right hand leg. And I think that got the left leg, so it's probably pulled a little bit more than he thought. But the weight was good. Yellow's hasn't done too much disaster. And that's a good shot. Got a little bit of work on the rolling, but it's not. He hasn't pushed it so far to the west or overcut it, and he's approaching in from the east on an angle. He's just driving this nicely and be able to run the red to the boundary. And again, with good pace and good control on both balls, so you can run this to the boundary and have some sort of control on the rush on the black ball. Smooth, and done. Well, we've seen a couple of straight triples finished this week. Actually, certainly capable of one, and the yellow's sitting nicely right in front of four back. So I take it there'll be an attempt here, and we'll just see how it unfolds. It'll come down to the rush to Penalt, or the bombard and Billy to Penalt, I would take it. Not sure if the Matthew was looking at there. He doesn't need. He just needs to hit this black. He probably doesn't need to hit it too firm and push it up mid-court while getting a rush on blue to the hoop. Looks like he's putting a big shot into this. Okay. Well, he's got the same result of getting it mid-court. No, he's rushed in the boundary. Okay, there's it. Yeah, this is a slightly different line of play than I expected, but it's well, good. He must be pretty confident in this rush peel. And seeing he had a look at the up behind fullback, what sort of croquet shot he'd have after he does play this rush peel to be able to put it towards Penalt going to and that is exactly the possible reason why these lines of play are fraught, but he's got enough. Luckily, it's not right in the middle of the jaws, and so he's got enough room there to get a fine takeoff back down to free back. But could have been quite costly there if that yellow ball would travel another inch. But that shows the determination that he thinks he needs to get these three peels done and wrap this match up without giving Felix another go. Oh, that's a nice shot. It's pushed it a little bit far, but the line was nice and what he had there in the jaws of the hoop. Safely through three back. Couple of biggish croquet shots coming up. Just got to control this red ball to be. Oh, blue's. No, I thought it was racing a bit, but it's all fine. Fell a little bit short on the yellow, but it's a nice fat target with the ball there sitting in the jaws. He's only got to make some sort of contact on it. It's going to pop through. He hasn't called the referee. Doesn't want to change his pace or his the zone he's in. But there is, some sort of risk that he clips a leg here. You've got the yellow, but not the brush peel he was possibly looking for. The Croquet is fine. He's obviously live on black, so he's, I can't quite see on the angle there if the straight peel's on, but it looks fine. He's contemplating, thinking, well, likely he's not finishing this turn now with no escape ball out to the side out to the east of 4 back, so is the peel worth doing? May change it for any pegged out situation games, but he's decided to play it. Now he's going to put some safety element into the turn and concentrate on the leave. Maybe still thinking. Felix is for 4 back and hoop 3 there, looking at the clips, so it's, the leave's got to be the right distances, and maybe in reverse leave, so we keep the balls on the west side of the field. He never had an opportunity for Matthew, but even the pop on the blue ball might have been a handy one if you could have obstructed that, but the triple he was chasing right from the get-go. A little shake of a head there, and maybe a little bit of frustration that things didn't all come out how it is, but it's still a good position he's in. He's got good balls here to finish off these last few hoops and set a leave. It's I suppose the quality he's been playing and not to get a peeling turn done is, got him a little bit tetchy, but it's looking all good. Bit of grab on that hoop, but safely free. So he's placing that blue. It's difficult. You can't sometimes do a leave that forces the black ball to do, but you need to make it that you're definitely going to finish next turn and make it more attractive that the black ball lifts. Felix will be lifting the blue ball if that's the ball he wants to play, so just concentrate on these distances, that he doesn't give Felix anything under, or nothing under 17 yards, and hopefully somewhere between 17 and 19 yards to 20 yards is what we're trying to get out of this. And he may have some other plan in mind, because I see that blue is being pushed slightly north. Going to require a good shot on this blue to get it anywhere near in a position to hide that from the black ball. So, yeah, looking a bit scrambly here, so it's likelihood of resorting to a I've got the clips around the wrong way. Maybe it is black ball for Felix needs to play in. So right, heads down to fourth corner. Looking very short from A ball here. Felix will be thinking, well, this is a little bit better than I was expecting, but for a shot coming up. Well, he's a best of 5 matches and a little bit more time to get things right and wrong and bits and pieces. In a best of 3 match, it's crucial that this last lift of a third game in a best of 3 is not 13 yards on the lift shot, and it's usually the difference between winning and losing sometimes. But this one's not a match costing one. And the bonus is that if Felix misses, it's more than likely Matthew will wrap this up. Well done, peg and 4 back. Ride your chance and see what happens. Matthew's wearing the 2017 McRobinson Shield USA shirt. I was lucky enough to come home with one of those as a present from Mission Hills, and it's probably one of my favourite shirts to play in. Comfortable and got really good cuffs around the sleeves. It's a smaller side. No, it is blue ball Felix is looking to play with. So what's he looking at? The big target down there from B ball, because it's only about 11 yards at the blue ball if he is lifting the black ball. Might be able to make one of these triple targets, but there's a lot of room between the blue ball. No, sensibly lifts up blue ball, coming back down to A ball. Just a bit of mindset there that you're sitting there thinking 13 yards is a lot better than I could have been facing, and I can have a finish on my mallet myself if I hit this 13 yarder. Been a fighter all week, has Felix. There's a few times when he's been possibly looking like the brink of defeat, and he's managed to hit and stay in the match and do some remarkable things himself. So good odds that this could keep this match alive with this one good roadie. Oh, no, slipped by. If you'll be able to tap onto that or take croquet from that and improve this rush on the red ball. And the black's nicely placed away from the west boundary where he can rush it towards that west boundary, load it towards Penalt and get a rush to 4 back. All quite simple stuff. Maybe we would have done this plenty of times, but no matter how many times you've done it, it's still a match closing out break of 3 hoops requiring a bit of attention and executed properly. So I don't think there'll be any nerves there. It's still, you know, all the shots that got to be done. Give us a bit of power. Yep, nice and smooth. Always nice to hit that rush quite cleanly and exactly where you're aiming it, and it makes the next couple of shots a lot easier. Put a bit of cut onto that red, and you're fighting the turn a little bit. It's a nice feel to walk there and line it up exactly where you're aiming it. So red's just got to go on its way towards Penalt, but the concentration's coming in and getting this rush to a spot where it's nicely self 4 back. Yep, well played. A 3 yard, which we've seen Matthew play these drive, stand it up, half drive shots really well. He's got good ratios that black keeps a yard or so off the boundary, and yellow gives them about a yard length hoop at the most. So he might just have to give this one a little bit more into the yellow to get that ratio. Yeah, yellow's just held back a little bit and black's kept off the boundary, so he's played it slightly bit tentative, but won't be an issue for him to run this. He's been running these all week. Nice and smooth. It's the value of having a straight hoop run, straight rush to the hoop, rather than anything giving you any hint of an angle. You want these clean straight runs on the Atkins hoops when they're nice and firm in the ground. That's a nice little bit of cut. And it's getting behind this red ball for the rush to Penalt. It's going to be just that little bit easier. saying Robert Fletcher, a good match win today, 26-0 TP, 26-21 and 26-0 TP against Jenny Clark, but he's, and I only saw the one error in the match, but he's out there on lawn 5 practicing quite solidly, so it's going to be a good match between Robert and whoever his opponent is.
Afternoon, Pete.
Hey, we got new man, James Deef. Good. I've been doing commentary a little bit today, and it's a lot easier when there's two of you, because you can just stop talking and let someone else take over. But Gary from university took off.